what's the guys I'm back again? Making a video about the LA Clippers versus the Timberwolves, which happened last night. A game where Timberwolves whooped the Clippers' asses by a huge margin. This is a game which, let's be honest, not many people would have thought that Clippers would lose, but they have lost. So let's get into it. I feel that the Clippers only get up when they play against the LA Lakers. When they play against teams who are not as good as the LA Lakers, they tend to flatline, as in they don't play as well as they do against us, which is why I believe they are losing these amount of games which they're losing. Listen, man, this proves to me that this team still be up there, obviously, with Lakers come playoff time and but as far as them getting the number top 2 seeds in the West, that's for me that's gone out the window now. They're losing too many games. They're not winning games they should win. Especially to lose against this Timberwolves team is a massive shock, because there's no doubt in my mind that fans would think that this is a game which they'll win very easily. So to lose in this manner as well is quite bad for them, because the Wolves acquired D'Angelo Russell via trade, and they've now got him and Cat as their 2 main players in their team. But the thing with the Timberwolves is, as I've said, as I've believed before, and I've seen this season, that this team cannot defend. They may have acquired someone in D'Angelo Russell who can score points, but it's almost as if they may score points, but that's fine, but he does defend as well, which they're not doing. They're not, for me, a team who rely on the defense as much as they should do. They can score a lot of points, but they need to defend as a team rather than defend as 1v1, because they have the ability to defend as a team and for the whole game, but they choose not to. Players like, as I say, Cat, he is someone who has got the ability to play much better than he does on the defensive end of the floor. I don't know if he doesn't try hard, I don't know if he can't be bored, I don't know what it is, but he's 6'10", 6'11", which means when you're 6'10", 6'11", you have to defend very easily. It should be hard for you to defend when you're that tall, when you've got that much length. And for me, sometimes he tends to not really try hard in defence, end of the floor. So he can score points, 25 points very easily. But for me, I just thought him to focus on the way he defends his rim, because it's in this team across the board are not good on the side of the ball. They've acquired, I believe, 70 players as well. Listen, man, this team will need to get the playoffs this year. It's not a surprise to me that they are where they are. They need to play much better than they're playing right now. Okay, they've got another player who can help Cat on the scoring points now, but for me, this team needs to show to the NBA fans that they can defend properly, because for me, I still haven't seen this team defend to the level that they need to be able to defend to be in the playoffs. But listen, man, this for me is the time where we'll see how good they are, because in the past they've had players like Jimmy Butler in their team. He's a player who is liked by some players, hated by some players. He's a player who some players like, some players don't like, but at the end of the day, he is a stone cold killer when it comes to scoring in the fourth quarter, again in points, again in buckets. He's one of the best players in the NBA who can to get score points in the fourth quarter. And obviously, we'll know what happened between him and Towns. They didn't get on at all. I'm not going to go into the fact that people I said what happened. I don't know. So I'm not going to go into that. But listen, man, Jimmy Butler was a great player in their team. He was a player who they could rely on in the fourth quarter, in the third quarter, getting points, getting buckets. And okay, they didn't get on as friends as such, but in the day, you just get on someone to play well in the team. And I feel like that's a bit immature side of Cap and Wiggins coming out, because at the end of the day, when someone like Jimmy Butler in the team, he's someone who you can rely on to score points. And so, obviously, if you don't like him, that's fine. But at the end of the day, he's the player who improved that team no end at all. So I don't understand really how they can really fix the problem, issue what they had, whatever they had, with each other. That being said, let's go back to this game going off board. This game is a game which they played well. In my opinion, they scored the ball quite well. Cat, I believe, got 22, 23 points. I'm not sure which one it was. But no, this game they played well. They played hard on both sides of the ball, which I said they can do. Same which that team deserved to win. So, with that being said, they deserve to win that game. So that's great for them. But as it came to the Clippers, PG had 21 points, I think, and Kawhi had 29 points. I think Lou Williams has 10 or 11 points. So listen, man, this team for me is not really that fussed about the normal season, because clearly they just want to get into the playoffs and win. And for me, as a fan of the LA Lakers, I want my team to absolutely smash them to pieces. Obviously, you all know that we've lost to them twice already this season, but that's not really important because we're not in the playoffs yet. I think when we get to the playoffs, then we'll see our team, as in the Lakers, excel and exceed this Clippers team. There's no doubt in my mind that this Clippers team are favourites against us so far, because they've beaten us twice already. But listen, man, we have the players. I believe they have more depth, but I believe we have the players in our first team to beat their first team players. If that makes sense. Because listen, man, we've got AD. They have no one in the post who can guard AD other than Zubac, and he's only one player, which means that we can feast down low and get our points down low. Obviously, we've got Howard as well, who can play center. We've got JaVale as well. So listen, man, if we go big with JaVale and Howard on the floor at the same time, and just get the ball down low and then build them down low, because for me, we really have the players to beat them. We need to play them in a way which we can win more easily, as if rather than try and play them, beat them by scoring more 3-pointers than them, because they have players like Lou Williams, who is a sharpshooter, who is someone who can cover the bench and give you 20 points like that. Blake of very easily for him to score 20 points like that for you on any team in the league. So we need to be aware of that. But no, man, we have the team to beat them. We just need to play harder and play more aggressive on both sides of the ball. I think we can beat them. It's just we need to be able to play well rather than for the whole game, rather than just first 2 quarters. We need to play hard for every point in this game. To beat that team. With that being said, that's my opinion on the Clippers versus the Timberwolves game, which Timberwolves won by quite a few points, and I'm very happy because listen, man, the Clippers sometimes need to be reminded that they're still not the best team in LA. No matter how many times they think they are, they're not at all. We're the best team in LA, and we're going to prove that in the coming playoffs. So that's my opinion on this game. Yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, down below. Right, peace, I'm out here. Peace.